My parents abandoned me at 4 and now they want me back. I, 17F, have lived with my aunt, 49F, and my uncle, 52M, since my mother, 39F, and my father, 48M, left me there once I was 4. For this story, I'll need to go back in time. I was born an only child up until my little sister Evie, 15F, was born. The thing about Evie is that she was a high risk of not surviving birth, and when she did, the doctors told our parents that she was most likely not going to live past 2 while she did. Evie was very hard to take care of and even harder to take care for both of us. Well, after 2 years of being parents to both of us, they just gave up on me. They brought me to my aunt and uncle's house and never picked me up again. Well, I had no idea what happened for me, it was just one sleepover tuned into way more. When I was 10, they finally let me in on why I had been there for the past 6 years. To say I was pissed was an understatement. I was livid, I punched the walls, and I cut up my only picture with my mother and father. I promised myself that I will never speak to them again. That's when I started calling my uncle and aunt Mom and Dad. I still do, I just thought it would be easier for you to read if I just addressed them as my uncle and aunt. I saw my parents briefly a couple of times throughout the years, but I never talked to them. Well, yesterday I saw my parents and little sister come over to our house with a gift. Long story short, since my sister lived to 15, they weren't worried anymore and wanted me back like the old times. I told them to go f*ck themselves, and my real parents were in the kitchen. My dad just got pissed and yelled at me, saying how dare I talk to my parents like that. I told them they stopped being my parents when they left me at my aunt and uncle's house, and I'd like it to stay that way. My mom just cried and said she was so sorry, but she couldn't take care of me. I just laughed and said obviously. A lot of other things were said, but I think you can get the idea of what awful me and my dad said to each other. But I'm the end, they left sobbing. My aunt and uncle didn't know what happened, so I told them. They said they were happy I wouldn't be leaving them, but they thought I should have let them down slowly. Edit, I'm going to answer some replies. First off, I'm changing my parents' names to Jack and Mary because I haven't called them Mom and Dad since I was 10 and I'm not going to start now. My true parents will be called Susan and Mark. Well, people were saying that my little sister Evie needed an organ like a liver or a kidney. Well, I see where this could be very possible, but I think they might have mentioned that when I met them as a way to guilt trip me. Another one was that Evie can't have kids, but they still want grandchildren. Well, Evie is 15, so she won't be having kids for a long time if she can. I also won't be having kids, hopefully, until I am at least in my late 20s. A comment on that said she might need a surgeon. The last one I'm going to talk about is the possibility that they need a guardian for Evie. I just need to calcify, I still love my sister Evie, I know it's not her fault for our parents being a *** holes. So if she did need someone to help her or a place to stay, she is welcome with us. Thanks for all the support, and for those saying don't go back to them, don't worry, I know I never will.